Welcome, I'm your host Joshua Lowe, and today we're going to talk about the Texsport Kamen, or Kamen, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's a camping stove. This is a nice stove to take car camping, and it's comparable to the Stansport that Outdoor Gear Lab reviewed a couple years ago. So as you'll see, I use this tonight to cook dinner. I was cooking sloppy joes, and I have to say I was pretty impressed with the even cooking temperatures, getting the ground beef to brown. Now, this isn't the first time I've used it to cook a meat of this sort. The first time I ever used this stove was in the dead of winter last winter, and I used it to cook sausage for breakfast, and it cooked pretty nicely actually, considering the temperatures were as low as uh, in the teens. I think the high that weekend was like 22. And today, while cooking, the temperature was actually only 37 degrees. Texsport claims that this operates at 20,000 BTUs, and I can say that this does have quite the nice flame. If you turn it all the way up, you're going to cook your food rapidly and have the potential to burn it, which is, I mean, common sense if you cook a lot. This does have a push button start, so if you turn the knob on the front of the stove, all you have to do is push the button and it lights. It's as easy as that. Assembly is pretty quick and painless. Disassembly is pretty quick and painless. I mean, there's really not a lot to say. I really like this stove. I actually prefer it to some of the other camp stoves that I've used by Stansport and Coleman and a couple other companies. I have yet to try a Camp Chef stove, so I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those, but that may have to wait a while. Overall, for the money, I think this retails around $90. I think it's a fairly reasonable price to pay for this stove. I really like the quality of the materials. I like the fact that the flame is nice and even and it's easy to control. That's kind of vital if you are trying to avoid burning your food or getting it to stick to the bottom of the pan. And with the high BTUs, you're more likely to be able to boil water at a faster pace, although I have yet to boil water on this. Well, that concludes this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to subscribe to the page, and I hope you tune into the next episode.